Today on Go Nitro, we take a step back in time to learn how horses were trained to pull carts and buggies using only reins and voice commands. It's one thing to watch the pros, it's another thing to train with them. But there's just one catch. They've had half their lives, we have half an hour. Because every athlete has a first day. Here's the place. Here's the legend. Here I am. And my new teacher. I was a goalie for 15 years. But we've never done this before. Experience? Zilch. No clue how to start? Less clue how to play. And neither do you when you start out. Because every athlete has a first day. And you've just been drafted. If you enjoy reading or watching stories about history, you're probably already familiar with horse-drawn coaches, carriages, and hansom cabs. In the movies, the drivers make operating these vehicles seem easy, and the horses appear to be gliding as they move, passengers enjoying a smooth ride, whether it be through the countryside or the busy streets of Victorian London. For hundreds of years, these horses have been trained to deal with a remarkable amount of noise and distraction, as well as operate with a smooth gait while pulling various types of carts, either alone or as part of a team. Just like their human counterparts, these majestic animals don't learn this stuff overnight. They too have a first day, and this Friesian gelding is still learning his trade. Our professional trainer, Jody Bush. Let's see how we do.
We're going to do a little bit of carriage driving.
Okay.
I have a 3-year-old Friesian horse named Hawk. He's here for driving training. And we're going to harness Hawk up, jump in this carriage, and go for a little carriage ride.
Awesome. All right. So, is that him over there?
Hawk's on his way in here. Yeah, we're just going to get him cleaned up, and then we'll bring him out and put the harness on.
All right. Perfect. Okay.
So Hawk is just a young fella, and he's in for training, but he is quiet and pretty easy to get along with.
He's so big.
He's huge. Big boy. And
So how tall is he?
Hawk is definitely over 16 hands. He wouldn't be 17 yet, but many Friesians could be up to 17 hands.
Oh, wow.
And then you just make sure, like, you can see there's a big rock in there.
Oh.
So we'll just kind of pull all that out of there and make sure that he's not got anything that's going to pack in there and make it slippery, or anything that's going to get caught in there and hurt him. So Friesians have come from Holland, so they're Dutch horses.
Oh.
And these are called feathers, so you can see he's got these fancy bits on his legs there that flop around while he's prancing along, and then they're also notorious for beautiful manes and big tails. Now, Hawk sadly doesn't have much of a mane for a Friesian, but He's working on it, growing it out.
When it comes to carriage driving, getting ready is the longest part of the process. The horse requires special tack in order to safely pull the cart, and there's a process to getting all that gear on safely and efficiently.
So what the job of this is to steady the shafts of the cart on the back of the horse, and then the Cooper just kind of holds everything in place, and the reaching is actually the brakes of the cart. So we put this on, and I'll let you put this on. I'll show you, and then I'll let you do it if you want.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'm gonna hook this up here, grab the saddle, it comes off kind of in one reasonably orderly fashion. So the horse knows it's coming. Put the saddle on the back. Take this part, it just leans up over here. This strap goes up fairly loosely. And the purpose of this is if the cart is bouncing a little bit, this has a little bit of give to it so that the cart's not pounding on its back. Some of the old-fashioned ones you do thread their tail through.
Okay.
And that's why you'll notice lots of driving horses, their tails are bobbed, tails are cut, and that's so that they can pull it through longer.
Oh. See, I always thought that was just merely to avoid mess.
Partly, I'm sure it helps. And then their tails can get caught in different things as well, but when you have a beautiful Friesian tail like this, you don't want to cut it off. Okay. So that's how that works.
Alright.
Then we get the breast color piece. So the way I'll get you to put it on, we're just going to drop these on the ground into the traces. And we'll unclip him. And then we just put that over his head, give it a twist, put this up over his back. This is the part that he actually pulls with. This is called the breast collar. Okay. Right. So, let's take it off and let you have a try.
Sounds good.
Yep.
On this side?
Yeah. Nicely done. Okay. Now the grouper.
Looking around like this. Now this is the one that was tricky, right? Because we put it upside down and then,
That's the one that goes over his head. Yep.
so you started it this way?
You put this part over the top.
This part over here. Oh, and then it goes on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that goes up over his head. Give it a half a twist. Yeah. That. And then that trace up over his back.
Oh, this goes,
Yeah.
crosses over that side?
Just like that. You got it. Good. And he is harnessed.
Fantastic. Alright.
So, not every driving horse, but most driving horses go on what's called a closed bridle versus an open bridle. And what that means is that they have these blinkers on the side. The purpose of the blinkers is to keep the horse kind of looking forward and to prevent the horse from seeing any commotion that's happening in the vehicle behind them. Pug has been driven both in an open bridle and a closed bridle. I just like the look of this. And then if you were doing something crazy like sleigh rides, you had a bunch of kids on a wagon moving around making commotion, you probably want the horse to just be focused on his job and not on what's going on behind him.
Yeah.
We use a rubber bit for Hawk. Hawk is going to be a riding horse when he's older as well. starting him as a driving horse now, and then he will be a riding horse later. We want to make sure that we're using things in his mouth that are nice and soft and not going to give him a hard mouth. So that rubber bit is very soft and gentle on his mouth.
Which arm, I guess?
Probably the left arm there, just
all
like
right.
that. Yeah.
And then, did you have everything sort of together?
Just like that, yep.
It's like that.
Just flip the saddle up over his back.
Oh, I don't
Might
want
have
this
to
to...
give it a little flip. Perfect.
Well, that's seated in the right position?
Maybe just a hair further forward.
Okay.
It will slide back to where it wants to be.
Okay.
Perfect. Over his butt. Then we just run these.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because they have to go a lot farther than regular reins.
Way far back. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Beat it up. Okay. Rings.
Sorry, just go over in front here.
So all we're going to do here is I'm going to measure him. Make sure he knows we're here. If he can't see us, remember, we want to. Now he's holding the weight of the cart. And we're going to go around to the other side.
Oh, so that's held in with that loop from the saddle.
Yeah, and that's why it has to be reasonably smooth so that if the cart goes bouncing, there's a little bit of give and flex to it. This is the part in this whole production that is a little bit dangerous because now he's only attached on one side.
Okay.
So if he decided to leave right now, we could be in trouble. Once he's attached on both sides, there's no problem.
So how do you attach this?
This is called a quick release safety shackle,
Okay.
and it hooks on the trace. There's this pin that pulls, and then it's attached. And these shackles are rated for a huge amount of weight. I really like these. These are, I think, much easier to attach than some of the old-fashioned style clips. And then, if something goes horribly wrong, of course, especially for me training young horses to drive, because sometimes things do go wrong when you're starting young horses, you can just pull this pin and it pops off.
Oh, okay.
And the horse is free.
And that just stays wrapped around there like that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, this is like a rock climbing clip.
Yeah. Buckle strap.
I've noticed that there's not too much bumping around. Like the cart seems to have some good shocks on it.
It has springs, yeah. Yeah, it definitely has springs. Once we get out on the trail here, it is a little bit bouncy. And it's hard to fault him too much for not wanting to go through mud because it can get awfully slippery here.
Yeah.
And that makes horses really nervous. We always joke about these horses are they're always the bad guys' horses. So we always feel pretty badass driving this guy around out here.
Oh, we're going off the beaten path.
Off the beaten path.
Yeah, and if
Perfect.
you see the screen go off,
Just touch it.
yeah.
Great.
So I
Hold the right rein. Yep, there you go. Good job.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice
so-
even pressure. Look on Hawk, good boy.
Okay. So it's sort of like English.
Very much like English riding. Yeah. Now as we get up to the top of the hill here, I'll let you make the turn.
Okay.
So you might want to have your reins just a hair shorter.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. Then you'll just make a big, wide left turn anywhere you like. Nice even pressure. Could be way wider than that if you like. But that's a fancy turn. Good job. Take right, straight back to the path. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice. Now, if you wanted to try to hold the whip, because every carriage driver is supposed to be able to hold the whip, you just hold the whip in your hand while you hold the reins. Would you like to see if you can get him to trot?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to keep probably a fairly steady contact on the reins so he doesn't go too fast. He's not very inclined to go fast, but he might. So you just say trot like a happy English lady.
All right. Trot. 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 There we go.
Good. Nice, even,
Oh,
full
wow.
contact. Looks great.
Oh, this is amazing. It's like flying.
It is. He has such a nice natural trotting, like they're bred to pull carriages, and so he has a very natural way of moving and doing it.
Horses were domesticated thousands of years ago, and since then the technology behind horse-drawn vehicles has been logged throughout history. One of the more spectacular forms of the two-wheeled single-horse cart was the chariot, which is famous for its use in recreational racing by the ancient Egyptians. While the Friesian horse of the Netherlands was initially the horse of choice for knights of the Middle Ages, due to the breed's musculature and ability to carry the weight of an armored man, the Friesian regained popularity as a cart horse and recreational riding horse. This is a good thing too, as the lack of need for knights on horseback was almost responsible for the extinction of the breed entirely. Only on Go Nitro. The show doesn't end here. Visit us online for your fix at gonitro.tv. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can tweet us on Twitter.
Go Nitro Access is brought to you by Melville, Saskatchewan. It's bigger on the inside. Aviva Canada.
Salon services for Go Nitro provided by ID Hair Studio. Hair for who you really are.
Don't fit in. Stand out with black chrome.